Hey everyone, I just wanted to give you guys a update regarding my health once again. I just sent out my MRI scan to an abdominal surgeon to confirm that I have torn muscles. I had a consult with him before rib surgery and he looked at my scans and was convinced that I have torn muscles, but I will have to fly out there for a physical exam to confirm it, I believe. But this MRI will give us a better understanding of what's going on. And so if I have a torn muscle, I will pursue getting surgery on that and hope to God that it doesn't affect anything else, and actually just improves my health instead. From there, I'm writing up a letter to a GI doctor and a diaphragm surgeon. So the GI doctor was recommended by somebody that I reached out to on PubMed. He wrote some articles regarding certain GI conditions that are caused by connective tissue weakness, and he highly recommended this specific doctor. And so I have to explain to this GI doctor why I'm struggling to get help in my state and why I need his help, because he's the best of the best. The author of that PubMed article, he basically said, this doctor is good at putting pieces together that others cannot. So that's why I'm reaching out to him. From there, this diaphragm surgeon, he's highly spoken of. He has his own clinic and is able to repair very rare diaphragm injuries, which is possible that I might have since I'm struggling to breathe. So I'm reaching out to him to see if he can help diagnose. The issue is that his clinic usually only helps people that have already gotten diagnosed, but since this is just so confusing for doctors for whatever reason, the fact that it's just not properly showing up on scans, I guess. So since that's the case, going to see if he can help me get a diagnosis and then decide on surgery if it's required. And then while I was looking at the clinic he works for, or works out of, I noticed that there's other thoracic surgeons there that are able to be consulted for second opinions. So I will probably reach out to them as well. And besides that, the guy that did surgery on my rib cage is going to take a look at my scans when he has time, but he's a trauma surgeon, so he gets pretty busy. So hopefully he'll be taking a look at those soon. He's one of the best surgeons I've ever met. How many surgeons have I met though? Actually quite a few, to be honest with you. I'd show you guys my incision, but it's like this long, and that's it. And he repaired my rib cage. It's really impressive. Anyway, I'm still holding off because I have appointments coming up, but it's on my mind. I'm considering to get a diagnostician, to hire somebody to try and help me figure this out if I'm still struggling after these appointments. The only issue is that it's going to be approximately $10,000 to do so. My health insurance should be covered for the year, but I do need financial aid for the rest of my health issues, traveling, doctor's appointments, etc., food, that type of stuff. Thankfully, God's been providing. So this diagnostician is pretty expensive, but if it becomes necessary, I will do that. Anyway, I just wanted to give you guys an update. If you feel like donating, that would be great. I'll let you know more as time goes by. I'm so tired, it's hard to talk. One of the main appointments that I'm looking forward to is a connective tissue specialist in September. I'll be flying out to see her. She sees all these rare conditions, so maybe she'll have some ideas as to what can be going on and to what tests can be done to figure this out. To be honest with you, I believe a dynamic ultrasound could figure this out. All I would need to do is get a dynamic ultrasound by somebody that will sit there and listen to me, that has the ability to, look around anywhere and not just be very specific based on an order, and listen while I point and push on the injury so we can figure it out, which is what we did with my ribs. But it was a very specific order and he didn't want to work outside of it. But thankfully, with that order, he found my ribs broken, which is what led to my surgery. So if I could get something like that, I feel like I could get better results. But it's possible that this is a little bit more complicated than that. But it's hard to say. Part of me thinks it's very simple, and then another part of me thinks this is more complex than I can understand. So we'll see. Anyway, it's complicated. Trying to get results, also trying to fight the akathisia and the sleep deprivation. It's really causing major issues. Since I'm sleep deprived, it's causing extreme stress and exhaustion to my nervous system and my body in general. And akathisia is aggravated by stress, a nervous system response, which then throws me into this horrible fight or flight akathisia episode. And so I have to stay as rested as possible and to maintain this awful medication and slowly taper off of it. But the issue is that I could taper off of it easier if I got my sleep back. And that's why I held off on the medication until the rib surgery, hoping that the rib surgery would help bring back some of my sleep. And I don't know if it did. I really don't think so. I think the only improvement that I'm having right now, the quote-unquote stability, is just from sitting straight up in this medical bed and sitting all day, every day, and sleeping as often as humanly possible. But even then, when I sleep sitting up, I still wake up really exhausted as if I never entered a deep sleep, and I know I'm not, because when my body tries to, I get extremely faint and start coming close to passing out again, which is how this all started. And so it's very, very tough. And I just wanted to bring some awareness about the akathisia, is that maybe I'll make another video really quick about that. So I'll leave this here. And anyway, if you believe you can help, if you can help me, please do. And also, if you guys are willing, all the Christians out there, please get together with your church or anybody that you're in fellowship with to please pray for me. Where two or more are gathered, our Father is listening, so that would be much appreciated. I need as many prayers as possible to get through this. I can't do this without God. Anyway, thank you guys. I'll see you later. Bye.